I think it's very hard to sit with yourself because there's panic about what you might discover. One of the fascinating things is, why are we so easily distracted? Why can't we sit with our thoughts? The reason is that there's so much about our thoughts that is mixed up with sadness, regret, fear, etc. And it takes courage. It literally takes courage, which is why the best places to think are often those where there's a little bit of distraction and a possibility for introspection. It's really hard to think when thinking is all you're meant to do. I mean, if you want to terrify somebody, put them in a blank room and give them a sheet of paper and go write out who you are and what you're really concerned about. That's panic-inducing. But if somebody, why do our best thoughts come to us in the shower? The mind is let loose from an agenda. That's when the good thought comes through. And so we need to give ourselves a little bit of comfort. That's why people often like to work in a cafe. It's like, the reason is there's a lot of bustle around and that allows sometimes a good thought to come through.
For me, my favorite place for thinking is doing the washing up.
Because you're not supposed to be doing the thinking. And also, dishes are so amazing because you go from real mess to real tidiness in 3.5 seconds. And the problem with the modern world is that so many of the things we want to do take so long. And the great thing about a pre-industrial world is that we used to be able to achieve things within a handy time scale. And in a 24-hour cycle, you've gone through the whole thing. Nowadays, most people work in organizations, 1,000, 2,000 people. They're working on projects that will take years to come to fruition. I sometimes think, why do people love sports? A football match is 90 minutes. Within 90 minutes, there will be an objective, a goal, a victory, defeat, etc. Most of us have lives in which the pitch is 8,000 kilometers long. The game takes 20 years. There's 25 balls. There's 18 goalposts. You don't know what's going on. Which is why so many of us have crises where we think, hang on a minute, what am I supposed to be doing? Because we're within complex organizations that deny us that clarity of the earlier pre-industrial world.